What is cracking people? Inspirational A back with, unfortunately, the final video of the year. So this is going to be a very deep talk video. So just be prepared because I'm going to get into a lot of deep talking again. And I'm going to do what I usually do at the end of the year videos, kind of highlight the bad stuff of the year, starting with highlight the good stuff, because this year, to be fair, I've done a lot of good stuff, I think. And then kind of at the end talk about what to expect with the channel next year. I already know the first video I'm doing for next year. So without further ado, let's get the negatives out the way. You know, and as this is the end of the year video, cheers. Also, I have this borrowed because I'm actually recording this a couple of days before the end of the year, but you will see this video near the end of the year. So the bads. Thankfully, it's been a really good year. Especially towards the end of the year, a lot of reflecting, a lot of looking at stuff, a lot of looking at changing things. So there's only really two big things that went wrong this year, that was bad. There will be timestamps as well, in case you don't want to listen to this part. So I would say the first one is I had a major meltdown. I've briefly mentioned this in my end of the year, my journey to becoming a better man video, but I'm going to touch on it a bit more here. So I'm not going to go too much into, well, yeah, I will go into detail, but I won't mention names. So as I mentioned, probably the worst thing that happened to me this year is I had a complete and utter meltdown. I let the thoughts get the better of me, and unfortunately I let them get the better of me on a night out with some of my closest friends and some people I consider good friends, really good friends. You know, and I did hate myself for it, and it did ruin a friendship to a point where I pretty much only just started speaking to that person again, and we haven't hung out since then. I don't know when we will hang out again, because admittedly she was scared and worried to be around me, because that night I didn't just have a meltdown, I was punching walls, I was telling everyone, or all my friends that was there, that I want to S myself. I put my middle finger up to a random guy, threw my jacket down, was trying to get in a fight with anyone who would, pretty much. To a point where my mates, one was holding my arm this side, another one was holding my arm that side. For a good half hour, 40 minutes until I calmed the hell down. One of my other mates had to literally stand there and give me like a side hug for like an hour and tell me to just stop being silly. So yeah, that's probably the worst thing that's happened this year, because obviously I'm someone who takes pride in, yes, I have battled mental health problems for the last better 2 years, but I'm also someone who takes very much pride in not letting my friends know that sort of stuff, because I don't want them to worry, I don't want them to be scared of me, you know. I hated myself for a good month and a half, good 2 months. With that night, I refused to go to the Christmas outing that my mates just did, that I usually do go to, but I refused to go to it just because I didn't want anyone worrying. And it really was, you know, just, I really did regret it, and just ruined a friendship nearly, kind of. But yeah, I take pride on not really letting my friends know that sort of side of me, or seeing that sort of stuff. I know that's stupid, because your friends are the people you should know, you should be able to talk to, but it's just a side that I didn't want my friends to see. I didn't want my friends to know that sort of stuff. I didn't want to put that worry on them. So it caused a lot of thoughts to go in my head as well. And then, because before that I did battle thoughts, and I did try to kill myself by drinking myself to death, and I have a very sharp Batman object that I was put into my throat, and was having to spend hours convincing myself not to do anything. That's how real and dark it got with me. And this isn't me doing this video for mercy or saying I want sympathy, I'm just literally saying. So that was probably the big major bad thing this year, is I let my S-Thoughts win again. And, you know, had that meltdown. And then the second one, which was just recently happened, which is my own fault, so I can't really get mad about it. is I got crypto scammed out of a lot of money. Not gonna disclose how much, but it was a lot. And it's kind of buggered me up for money and bills this month. But it's also, one of those things. My friends had warned me, and I was just being ignorant. And I guess because at the time I didn't feel like anyone supported me, and I was just seen as a pisshead and alcoholic, which I am, but there's more to me than that. I think because I felt supported from this person, that's why it also made it easier for them to trick me into doing it. So yeah, got crypto scammed, lost a lot of money, and had to kind of sort my bill. That my bills are kind of buggered, but I should be able to sort them this month. So yeah, I'd say that's the two major kind of bad things that ever happened. Oh, excuse me. Happened this year. It's the major crash out, and the S-Forks come to surface, and my friends find out about that sort of stuff, which I didn't want them to. And the crypto scam. So on to good things, which is where this kind of having the meltdown kind of leads to a good thing. Because I had my meltdown, I felt like I had to do something because I did not want to put my friends through that again. I didn't want them to be worried. I didn't want them to be scared of me. I didn't want them to think different of me. So that's where the private therapy sessions came in. And this is where I'm going to go on to good points, because this is all good stuff now. So I went to the therapy. It was free private. And I got the answers that I've been looking for, and the reason why I'm the way I was, because I'm in a lot better place. I've been a lot better, so I don't have those thoughts as often. To be honest, I rarely do now, but I'm not going to say they will ever come back, never come back, because I don't know. But yeah, I went to therapy, and as someone who's always said I don't feel I'd be comfortable in therapy, my God, it's helped me a lot more than I thought I realised. It gave me answers to why drink was such a big part of my life, and it kind of is now, but it's, as you've seen, because I am having a Desperados and I'm going to the pub in a minute and having a few drinks by myself, but I'm trying not to let it be a focal point of my life. As the therapy said, I'm not going to say, I'm not going to spill all of the details of the therapy, but it basically, therapy taught me that instead of me controlling the drink was controlling me. One of the first things therapy said was, do you want to go to AA meetings? Do you want to completely just stop drinking? Because they could tell through all the shit that's happened in my life, which is a lot, and I'm not going to go into detail, and again, I'm not saying, oh, look at me, mercy, but there's a lot in my life that's happened, and I've lost a lot of people, I had to deal with a lot of stuff. So instead of actually dealing with that stuff and grieving, I'm guessing you would say, I turned to drink to comfort, but then it turned to the point where drink was controlling me. And that's why I probably would be that's why most of the time I'd get a blackout drunk and be sleeping on roundabouts and all that sort of stuff, which, isn't the greatest. It is a laugh, yes, but it's not the greatest thing to be doing. And I am changing that now because I don't drink as much, I don't go out as much drinking, I don't get as pissed much now, only on special occasions. All little things I've changed, but yeah, essentially because of all, and because I've been helping people my whole life, pretty much being there for people, I haven't had time to grieve and actually take in stuff. So it gave me those answers, kind of, made me realise that, yes, drink does kind of control me. Not anymore, because I've worked on not letting it control me. Like I said, I don't go out twice a week now. I only get pissed on special occasions, and when I do go out, I only try and limit myself to 9-10 drinks, get a little tipsy, and I've tried to start making the party king not someone who's about getting pissed all the time and getting bollocks and, whatever. I've tried to make the party king more about having a laugh, having a fight, enjoying the fight, having a dance. Because that's nothing. I would never dance unless I had drink in me. because drink gave me confidence. But I'm trying to not let that drink do that now. I'm trying to have confidence without drink. So, you know, it's all a change I made, but it's all a change I wouldn't do unless I went to the therapy and found those answers that drink was controlling me, and found reason, you know, that because I've dealt with so much shit in my life, I haven't grieved properly for myself and dealt with any of the stuff. Because I've always tried to be there for my mum, or be there for my little brother, or be there for other people, and just always tried to be there for someone, so I've never had time for myself to deal with stuff. So yeah, therapy gave me a lot of answers and gave me a lot of time to reflect on stuff. And you know, I got rid of Facebook, which has been a big help, because that was eating up my thoughts as well, because I'd post about my marathons, half marathons and best times, and no one would comment and say anything, which, you know, as I mentioned in my journey to become a better man, can be a shit feeling. Like, you know, I'm used to doing shit by myself, but when you're getting your best personal half marathons and no fuckers kind of saying well done apart from one or two people, it does get to you. So yeah, that's the first good point, which leads me on to the second good point. I achieved one of my goals this year of hitting 10 races. So, you know, got all of them here. I think, can't really see them all, but that is 9 medals there this year, and there is a plaque up there which I'll put a little screenshot in for another race I did. But yeah, I hit my goal of 10 races this year, which I'm really stoked about. I'm really happy about, because I really wanted to push myself. 2 seconds. I really wanted to push myself this year and achieve the goal of 10 races, because I felt like last year, because my mental health wasn't the greatest, I didn't really do anything achievable. So this was a big achievement for me. You know, I did all sorts of ones. Got a trial one there. I've got a Christmas themed one that I did just recently. And then a bonus with doing all these races is I managed to hit not 1 but 2 personal best half times. So I managed to, with the half marathon, the AJ Goat British Half Marathon, hit a time, you can't see it, of 2:32:28 seconds. 2 hours, 32 minutes and 28 seconds. Which then I went on to smash again when I did the Swindon one. And get a new best time of 2 minutes, again you can't see it, but 2 minutes, 29 minutes and 55 seconds. So, you know, and on top of that, I got a new personal best of 10k this year, when I did the Regent's Park one, which was actually the first one I did this year, of 1 minute, 1 hour, 1 minute and 22 seconds. So, you know, as well as the achievement of hitting 10 races this year, and quite a few of them were half marathons, because the Swindon was a half marathon, the trial run was a half marathon, the Richmond trial run, the AJ Bell British run was a half marathon, the Cheltenham half marathon, that's another half marathon, should I say. And then, I don't know why I've got a plaque on that one, but yeah, Cheltenham half marathon. So I did quite a few half marathons. I did some fun ones, like the Santa fun one was a fun one. That one was for cancer research for my auntie, God bless her. So, you know, I'm really happy with that the fact that I managed to get 10 races done, but I also achieved 2 half marathon best times, a 10k best time, and did a cancer research with my auntie, and did a lot of variations, because that's the second trial run, because there's a plaque up there for another trial run I did in Bristol. So, you know, it's nice to just hit that goal of 10 races this year. Which, that was one of the goals. The second goal, solo travelling, which is something I've really enjoyed doing, and I'm definitely going to be doing next year. I want to definitely go and do a big one like I did when I went to Tenerife for 7 days by myself, or 8 days I think it was, something like that. I definitely want to do a big one like that again when I go to like Barcelona or somewhere sunny like that in the summer. And I definitely want to do like a little weekend away by myself somewhere. I haven't decided where, but you know, like I did when I went to Dublin. And you know, I'm happy I pushed myself, because I've done solo travelling before, of course. I've done like little weekend breaks in Cardiff by myself and Western Supermare, but actually to push myself to go on a solo holiday to somewhere like Tenerife for a week and actually have planned every day out and have something planned for every day and bring content for you guys every day. It's something I've really enjoyed doing and something I'm so glad I pushed myself to doing. Don't get me wrong, when you first go on holiday by yourself, it's a scary thought. It's a scary process. But once you're actually there, it's fine. You know, as long as you keep to yourself and you don't really... Or you make friends. I don't make friends on holiday. I kind of keep to myself. But, you know, either way, when you actually push yourself to go, it actually can be a really fun, hot thing to do. And I'm definitely going to do more of it this year. I definitely want to solo travel some more. Depending on stuff, because, you know, I am talking to a few women, so we'll see what happens. But yeah, I definitely want to do some more. I don't know why I'm pointing to my medals. Definitely want to do some more solo traveling this year. Definitely want to do some races this year as well. And the third one, which you people are probably going to say, oh, you're stupid anyway, why is it taking you this long? Is I've got close to my mum, which is a really random, weird thing to say, because me and my mum's never been that close. I don't know what it is. I think it's just because I've always been closer to my nan, and when she passed, it hit me like a rock. I don't know. But I definitely feel like I've got close to my mum this year. Like, we started going to the pub quite often. We went to the pub, I think 2 weeks ago, and had a few drinks together. My mum don't drink, but we had some drinks together. We've started saying I love you in Texas. You know, small things like that. I really wanted to work on this year, getting close to my mum and actually doing stuff with my mum and actually, you know, having a bit of a bond, because I felt like over the last couple of years we haven't really got that closeness. We haven't really got a bond, but you know what I mean. It's just not that close. And when I look at other people's families and how close they are, it makes me think, well, why aren't I that close to my mum? So it's been really nice to get a bit closer to my mum and build that bond a lot more stronger this year. So that's the 3 main objectives I aimed to do this year, which I have done, thankfully. And then obviously the 5th bonus one was finding answers and kind of turning into a better man, changing myself, changing my drinking habits, changing a few things, like getting rid of Facebook, whatnot. And then the 5th one, obviously, is to do this channel. I've grown this channel. I've really enjoyed making content for this channel this year. You know, I've brought some new stuff to the channel, like the solo travelling, which I don't really do. I've gone to some solo concerts, which is some new stuff to the channel. Done a lot of funny challenges with G-Man. Shout out G-Man. Done a podcast with Stephen. Not regularly, but, you know, we have. And I've managed to grow this channel to 507 subs, which I thank you, because I'm only a small YouTuber. I don't even consider myself a YouTuber. I'm some guy in the corner of the internet that makes videos for you, that enjoys making videos, so that hopefully I can put a smile on people's face or give them a laugh or give them some sort of inspiration. So even though it's only 7 more subs, I think, from what I had last year, I'm still appreciative of it, and I still thank you a lot. So cheers to that. I've also grown my TikTok as well, which is at like 376 followers now, which I think it was on like 200 before that, so happy days. So, overall, it's been a year of achievements, you know, all these medals, getting close to my mum, growing the channel, finding answers, and finally feeding at peace. I feel like for the last 2 years I've been at conflict with myself. I feel like I've been very much Jekyll and Hyde. And I don't feel like that anymore. I feel a lot more at peace. I feel very excited for 2026. Very excited to see where it's going to go, what I'm going to do for the channel, for myself, with my friends. You know, hopefully a girlfriend, because then I am chatting to a few people, and one of them is getting quite, not serious, but starting to enter into, you know, flirting stage a bit more and whatnot. So who knows? But I'm very excited for 2026. Finally happy I'm at peace with myself and not hating myself as much, because that's another big thing, is I used to hate myself a lot and didn't think I was worth anything. And that's actually one of the last things the therapy I did say to therapy session. And when they did ask me, do I feel worth now, and do I feel like I'm worth anything, and do I feel like I'm at peace with myself? And yes, I do. To be honest with you, I am very at peace with myself. I finally feel like I'm worth something. I mean something to people. It's just a gut feeling I've always had. So yeah, it's been overall a very, very good year, and I can't thank you guys enough for all the support and all the love you've shown the channel, whether that's through comments, likes, subs. It's very much appreciated. So what to expect on the channel next year? Runs. I definitely will do some more runs. It won't be as many. I won't be aiming for 10 runs. There's a few I've looked at here and there, but so far the ones I've looked at the beginning of the year, I can't do them because I haven't got a holiday. My holidays don't restart until April. And then there is the Cardiff Half Marathon, which I've looked at, but that one depends because, you know, Butlins, you'll get your Butlins will be happening again this year, of course, with G-Man and Hayley. So you get your Butlin, you get your running, but running I don't know when the first will be, because Cardiff Half Marathon, I think, is the 3rd of October, which is when one of the Butlins we're looking at might be, but it also depends, because we're looking at a few others as well. So you definitely get some running this year, because I do want to continue doing running. Like I said, it just won't be as heavy as this, and it won't be, you know, probably as many medals as this, but I definitely will do some running this year. So you'll still get some more videos of that. Let me just move these out of the way. Obviously, as I mentioned, the Butlins videos will be back this year as well. Don't know when. Solo travelling will be back because, like I mentioned, I definitely want to do some more solo travelling. Like I said, I plan to do a big Barcelona, maybe, or somewhere, Greece, maybe. I haven't looked yet, but I definitely want to do a big, like, week-long holiday again by myself in a sunny area in a nice hotel. But we'll see, because obviously that's going to take money. I need to plan stuff out for that, so that it's not just me sat in a hotel, because that's going to be more for you guys to watch. I need somewhere where they got stuff to do. Like Tenerife had a lot of popular and well-known things to do there, so I want to find somewhere similar to there. So yeah, you know, Butlins, running, solo travelling, that's still happening. You know, get your vlogs, because I want to see. I might be going to see Calvin Harris. I'm seeing Jason Derulo. I might go and see Jesse J and my mates as well. So you might get some vlogs out there, you might not. I don't know. Calvin Harris you might do as well if I go and see him, because I am tempted to see him, but I haven't made my mind up yet. Just trying to think. You get some more challenge videos, obviously, of course. I do want to start releasing some more rap songs this year, so you probably all get some more raps released, because I do want to really get back on the rapping. I have like 5 or 6 songs written out, and I really want to get them out. But I don't want to just get them out for the sake of it. I want to do like a lyric music video, so you definitely get some rapping videos this year as well, as solo travelling, vlogs, Butlins, running videos. And then last but not least, podcast. We are hoping, me, G-Man and Simon are hoping to get the podcast back going this year, you know. I don't want it to be another year until we do it, because we have all spoken about it behind the scenes. We have showed you a new logo for the channel as well, for the podcast. I wouldn't want that to go to waste. So we definitely are going to try and get the podcast back. It's just a nightmare trying to sort it, because like I said, I work nights, so my pattern is like all over the place with like sleep and whatnot. G-Man's an incredible busy man and always up to something. And Stephen's obviously a married man and lives in Cardiff, so you know, trying to get it sorted is a nightmare, but we will try our hardest to get the podcast back up and running for the people that was fans of it. So yeah, a lot to look forward to on the channel next year. You know, gonna release some rapping videos, some you get your vlogs, your challenges, podcasts hopefully come out, a Butlins weekend trip away, solo travelling, some run videos. So yeah, a lot that I plan to bring to the channel next year. And the first video, I won't put a date on it, but the first video we are going to do, and I'm sure G-Man will do this one with me. I haven't asked him yet, but I'm sure he'll watch this video, so if he does, this is me asking you if you'll do it, G-Man. We're going to do the Devil Dozen popcorn challenge. You might have seen it going off on TikTok lately, recently. and you know the Inspirational Age challenge, we like to have a laugh and like do a challenge. So we will do first video back will be a challenge video with The Devil Dozen. Hopefully, I will give you a timeline. I'm hoping to get it released within the first week of January. So yeah, first 2 weeks January is when I plan to come back and release the first video of 2026, which will be The Devil's Dozen Hot Popcorn. So on that note, I hope you enjoyed this video. I know it's been a bit of a long one, a bit of a deep one, but like I said, do appreciate anyone that does watch it. Anyone that has liked, comment, sub to the channel. If you want to go and check out my TikTok, it's Aaron Collinborn. I do post mostly like trends and try and like games out and all that sort of stuff. But yeah. On that note, cheers. I will probably see you guys on New Year's, where I might do a short video saying Happy New Year's, but that'll be a short, it won't be a full video. And yeah, I don't know, what a year it's been for the Inspirational Age channel and myself personally. I can't wait to see what 2026 brings. Cheers.